Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus once again, and I'm standing outside of Highway 82 West, right at that junction where you can turn and go straight to Itta Bena. Got a little sign out here called "Welcome to Itta Bena, Home in the Woods." Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a moment. I was sharing with you a little earlier about some information that I thought was so pertinent. I didn't get a chance to complete it when an emergency came, so we had to deal with it. Now I'm out here trying to take advantage of this moment. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that I've never told you that I came to preach and to save your soul, because that I didn't come to do. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't come to preach. I just find myself, if preaching means continuously running your mouth, then I guess that's what I've been doing, preaching. But I don't want to talk to you about things that I hear about and give it to you as gospel. What I do, ladies and gentlemen, I share with you out of my love. I take what I know. What I know. When I talk to you about anything, especially peace and joy, I'm talking to you about things that I know what I'm talking about. And when people ask me, perhaps, what do I believe and how do I formulate that stuff, because I can't know everything, then I just say then that those things that I believe, they complete or add to that which I already know. And I stand on that. I offer no apology for that is who I am. My whole life has been spent being what somebody else wanted me to be. Thinking about what somebody else might say, or what they might feel, or do. Are they happy? And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, that was real, because I feel the same way right now. But one thing about it, I'm putting things in perspective. I'm here as a blessing from the Heavenly Father that is responsible for the sun that's shining up there. Why do I say that? You might say, I don't know that. Well, I tell you what, it completes with those other things that I don't know. And most of those things that I don't know are determined by what I do know. And if I believe in love, then the worst end in time, I still believe in love. If I want you to have peace and prosperity in your life and freedom and dreams in your life today, I want it in the end of times. Even if we end up in the pit of hell, that's what I'll be saying. Peace and prosperity, brothers and sisters. And we're in hell because we couldn't accept that. I'm saying to everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we're going through some changes right now. People are hurting. The pandemic is whipping everybody's butt. And we're just wondering, what can we do? And we don't know what to do. And you don't understand why we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do because we have never been dealing with reality. Everything we've been doing has been false, fake, and a lie. Prompt up to meet the demands and the desires of someone, and we're just making sure that they get the satisfaction of it, even though we have to give up ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, my sisters and my brothers, when this pandemic is in its mix, hardcore stuff, we should have no one worrying about health care. We should have no one worrying about being tested. We're worried about serum being provided because we're on top of this. We should have not one human being on earth worried about that. Don't you think we're smart enough to capture something like that? We shouldn't have to worry about the storms and the wildfires. We are supposed to be smart enough to be able to prepare, and when those fires come, it doesn't do anything but show the might of the power that started it and the ability of us who are about taking care of business. Oh man, it's all good, but it's gonna take every last one of us. It's gonna take blacks and whites and young and old and everything else you can come up with. You know, I'm gonna say to my brothers that are black, sometimes I hear us talking about being the first, that we're the original people. You know, that's nothing to brag about, because with that come responsibility. We got responsibility. Everybody else that's coming along, because they watching us. What they see in us, what we do, that's exactly what they're going to do. We can't knock it. We can't knock it. No, the way we do to protect that is we do those things amongst ourselves. that we are proud of. We do those things that's uplifting. We do those things that makes us hold our head up high. And everybody feels good with us because they're doing exactly the same kinds of things. And the world is a beautiful place. That's when they start doing the right thing. They're not going to start doing the right thing when we talking and you move behind the door and something else going on. You look up under the covers and something else is going on. You see somebody stealing. You see somebody lying. You see somebody cheating. Why does that happen? Because they followed a false premise. They followed a false premise that they are better than others and they deserve more than others. And who are they? They are those who are led by the spirit that of a lack of understanding. It's nothing to put down, ladies and gentlemen. We all been there. Some of us still going there. But that's not it. The thing of it is, what are we who are not in it? What are we going to do to lift it up in such a way that everybody can look up at it and say, that's what I want? We ain't listening to no more propaganda. We're listening to nothing that's going to divide us. We're not listening to one darn thing that says you're number one and somebody else is a loser. We're not listening to any of that because today we are all winners. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where I talk to you. And I don't see them talking to you about that stuff in the Bible. And I ain't trying to knock that. I just know that what I'm telling you is life. It's not about tomorrow. It's about right here today. And the power to determine the way you're going to live it is in your hands and not a power somewhere judging you, blessing you and blessing you and blessing you. No, my friend, the whole power is in your hands. You fix the stuff. You fix the stuff. Get off your knees praying to God. God is in you. Get up and let God live. Hey, I didn't know I was going to go this way. They call that preaching. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that you're so far in darkness, I got to say something about it. This is a golden opportunity for you to start doing something if you had the spirit to do it. We are having a presidential election right now, and you find that evil is trying to do everything that it can obstruct or mess up and deny it. And you got somebody else fighting against that, and they're offering to you just an opportunity to beat that which is so bad. But they have nothing to offer you. Can they offer you what God has already put before you? Don't you know all the resources of the earth belong to you? And everything that's made at the hands of man belong to you. And what you own, you don't go and buy, go in debt for. That's your stuff. Every last one of you are part owners in everything that exists. But you're being robbed. You didn't know that, did you? No, you didn't know that. So I did tell you something you didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go to the polls and vote, you're not going to vote for it. I have been sharing with you. I say the only way you could show your interest in it is to write in. I used to say your name. Somebody said that would mess it up, that you should write Eddie Marcus. But I want you to know, my name is Eddie Marcus. You can write it in there. But if I'm any day that I'm not available to do anything, any of you can do it. It's just that simple. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's in your hands. Thank you so very much for giving me your time. Till next, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.